So I think I stored normal movement tack or something like that in the Numa Dunes. This isn't exactly like the craziest movement thing that has happened, but I very much cannot jump. I can't get any air time with it. And the the tornado should not be this close either, but it might have just been me spending time. I'm able to move the camera at least, which isn't just kind of weird of this. I can't do any tricks. Saw the game did something there. See if I can grind on anything. No, I can't grind on anything, and this is still, I guess, walkable, which rises a bit of curiosity. I don't know what to think here. Because what I did, I just did it like normal, like I normally do, like a and direct load from New Adventure 13, return to village with it locked at 13. After that, I was gonna try and load into Dryrock Caverns, see if any effects went down there, but upon reloading with like the normal 13, or it might have been me trying to return to village reload with the 10. I could be mistaken for all I know. This. It started doing this, which is very funny. It's very stupid, very funny. I like it. I'm gonna do more messing around with trying to load sandboard storage into other places, and I will, record the results. Okay, so I did it again. I have a vague idea of what happening. Also, I can't return to village in this state. So what I was doing before, or at least what I recall doing before, was I wasn't pressing A to start moving whenever the GameCube controller pop-up would happen. I think the difference is here was that I pressed A, went down a little bit, kind of went down for like quarter to a half second, then did a return to village. I'm gonna mess around a little more, see if that's an actual possible reason. Then yeah. I'm just gonna start the recording now in case that is the difference. So on the last one, I did not press A to continue. Let's see if it is any different. It is indeed different. I suffer the camera issues. So I'm gonna actually get to messing around with the other stuff. Bye-bye. Okay. So messing around here, there is some kind of intriguing stuff going on. Whenever I type the world ID in any point now, or if I type the world ID in and lock it now, it switches the menu to that area. And at least in the case of Dryrock Caverns, it's turning my movement into this, which I wish I had an input display right now, because this is very wonky. I don't exactly understand why this does what it does. I don't think anybody would, unless the game were like fully decompiled and all that junk, but at least this is what it is. I'm gonna see if I can find more methods of I guess, genuinely loading from Numa Dudes into another area. So I made a very weird realization, which is that the big thing is, or at least what seems to cause this, is actually turning the world ID into the same one as Numa Dudes. See where I was just at. Also, I don't know why it put me here. So you see how tack immediately changed. And now I am in a similar place as that really old clip. Yet I was also which I am going to try loading this up in a couple of areas, which that's kind of funny. That is really funny. I just crashed the game by actually landing a trick here. I'm gonna try messing around a little bit in places like Dryrock Caverns, basically wherever, and I'm gonna try and make stuff happen. I will be back. Okay, let's see what it looks like in Burial Grounds. It looks like that to start. And now we have I believe we have now two separate seeming entities, which it looks very reminiscent of the actual meter you get in either Numa Dunes or Powder Canyon. Stuck in a very weird movement, which I'm actually somehow navigating up here. I actually navigated like decently high. So let's see. Let's see if we can travel back up. Oh no, this is just, we're back here again. The one thing here that confuses me the most is the insanely inconsistent speeds. And I guess kind of the way that slopes are treated. Like any even slight slope is treated. Which might be, I I think it'd be fair to assume that's the reason why like the sun skews the tack's facing angle, the angle of tack's whole body has done that a couple of times. I'm gonna go see what it looks like in a couple of other places. Oh. Ah. Okay. Lovely crash. Mummy tombs now. That was quick. I barely even moved. And the game already crashed. I'm gonna try traveling a bit further than that. Oh, wait. Never mind, let's see. See Tat kind of grooving a teeny bit. That door's open. What if the... Oh. So the camera affects movement some bit, I'm curious if the camera angle caused by that in-game cutscene had anything to do with Tak falling into the void, but the game has crashed. So we're gonna have to continue forth. Yippee. I think I'm just gonna say never mind at the moment because I think the point here has been realized. It's that somehow 13 is being enabled in other stages, such as like the prior things where I loaded into Tax Village with sandboard and all that other junk. Like it's something, all right. Main thing I do want to try finding out more about is why it's still kicking when loading into places like Locke's training, all that junk. So I'm probably done with sandboard storage junk for now, and yeah, bye bye.